Good morning class. In the last lecture we have learned till polyatomic ions, a group of atoms which carrying either positive or negative charge, that is known as polyatomic ion, in which we have learned examples also like carbonate ion, that is having the element that is 1 carbon and 3 oxygen with -2 charge. That means total number of atom is 1 carbon atom plus 3 oxygen atom. So total we have 4 atoms. So a group of atoms which carrying either positive, suppose I am talking about ammonium ion NH4 plus, that means 1 nitrogen and 4 hydrogen, so 1 plus 4, here total we have 5 atoms, a group of 5 atoms which carrying either positive or negative charge, that is known as polyatomic ion. Now when we talked about the next particular, that is how to write the formulas. So when we talked about the chemical formula, if you have just idea about this one, then we'll just have how to write out the chemical formula. Children, when we talked about the chemical formula for the compounds, so we have such rules: writing the symbols, writing the chemical formula, for compounds. First compound, suppose that is magnesium oxide. So very first step we have to write the symbol for it is magnesium, that is Mg, and oxygen which is having. Now first step we have to write the symbol. Next step we have to write the valency. So what is the valency of magnesium? In 4th chapter we have learned that magnesium is having 2 electrons in valency, so it lost 2 electrons and becomes stable like neon. So the valency of magnesium is +2, oxygen is -2. So we cross multiply the crisscross method. By the crisscross method, without taking the sign +2 -2, we are not taking. So here chemical formula for magnesium oxide is Mg2O2, or you can write Mg2. So there is a very first compound which for which we have write the chemical formula. So here you just have the idea that is Mg2O2 or either MgO. Now when we talk about the next one, next compound when we are talking about, that is sodium chloride. So you have idea that you have one of the table in which the particular element is having a symbol along with the valency carry on it. So here sodium and chloride that means chlorine. Sodium, so symbol of when we talk about the symbol of sodium, so that is here we are writing the cation, it is positive ion, and here we are writing the anion. If you want to write, then write, otherwise there is no need. Sodium is having symbol Na because it comes from the Latin word natrium. So first 2 letters of sodium we are taking is Na, and anion it is Cl. Here valency when we are writing about, so that is +1 and -1. We cross multiply the valency by crisscross method, and without taking the sign, the symbol of sodium chloride is NaCl. Now the third one when we talked about, it is calcium carbonate. So here symbol of calcium is Ca. That means metal we are writing on the left hand side, and right hand side we are writing the anion. So carbonate is a polyatomic ion, we know that, CO3. Now calcium is having valency +2 and carbonate is also having valency -2. So when we crisscross the valency, so here without taking the sign, we are writing the formula CaCO3. +2 -2 charge equalize, so we are writing that the formula of calcium carbonate is CaCO3. Common name of calcium carbonate is known as limestone. The third one which we have done, that is limestone. So that is about the third one. Now the fourth one which we are doing is Now aluminium is having the symbol that is Al, first two letters. Sulfate is a polyatomic ion with one S and 4 oxygen atom, SO4. So here Al is having +3 valency and SO4 is having -2 valency. Children, keep it in mind that this is the third rule which we are learning about writing the symbolic chemical formula of the compounds. Here whenever the charge is more than +2, then whatever the atomic polyatomic ion is there, we are always writing in the small bracket, and then after we just cross multiply the valency without taking the sign. So here Al2 SO4 3. So this is the formula for aluminium sulfate, Al2 SO4 thrice. So again I am going to explain you, whenever you are getting the valency on right hand side, it is more than 2. So whatever the polyatomic ion is there, it's always there in the small bracket. So that is the formula, that is Al2 SO4 thrice. This is some particular chemical formula for aluminium sulfate. Now again we are just making the formula for fifth one. We are making for nitrate, that is sodium nitrate. Now symbol of sodium is Na, and a nitrate, 1 nitrogen and 3 oxygen atom. So Na is having valency +1, NO3 is having the valency that is -1. We cross multiply the valency. Here the charge is less than +2, so there is no need to just write this polyatomic ion into a small bracket. You can write in this manner also, NaNO3, or there is no need because valency is less than 2, so the formula which you can write is NaNO3. So these are the rules which are very important for writing the chemical formula. So sixth one which we are doing is barium oxide. So barium, when we are writing the symbol for barium, so barium is having symbol first two letters B and A, and oxygen is having symbol O. Now we are writing the valency for barium, that is +2 and oxygen -2. So when we cross multiply the valency, the chemical formula of barium oxide is BaO. Children, you have practice NCERT solved chemical formula in the textbook. Copy that particular and practice that formula by writing in your notebook. In the exam the formula is there going to be asked from that also. So copy whatever the formula, chemical formula or particular compound is there given, solved, unsolved in your textbook. In the exercise part also we have the particular formula, how to write the formula, along with the formula how to calculate out the number of atoms. So just have a look over here, NaNO3. So अगर एग्जाम में पूछा जाता है find out the number of atoms present in that particular compound. So here we have 1 sodium, 1 nitrogen and 3 oxygen. So total it is made up of 5 atoms. In same manner, if it is then asked in this H2S, that is known as hydrogen sulfide. So how many number of atoms are there present inside in it? So we can write that 2 hydrogen and 1 sulfur. So total 3 atoms are present. In same manner, if it is going to be asked in like SO4 -2, so 1 sulfur plus 4 oxygen, so 5 atoms over here in this. So this is also going to be asked in your exam to find out the total number of atoms. So what you have to do, what are the number of elements, you have to count that number of elements and then you have to add up and just find out the total number of elements. So this is one of the particular how to find out the total number of atoms present in the molecule. Now when whatever the chemical formula, if you have idea that how to find out the particular symbols of the elements, if you know the symbols then only you can write the formula, chemical formula. Without the symbolic presentation you cannot write the chemical formula. अगर आपको symbols पता है, suppose zinc chloride is there going to be asked in your exam. So what you have to do is zinc chloride का formula लिखो, ऐसे पूछा है exam में. So what you have to do is first you have to write the symbols. In symbols, zinc is having symbol first and third prominent letter. So zinc is having formula Z and N. Chloride, that means chlorine, so capital C small l. Now we are writing the valency. So valency is +2 and -1. We cross multiply the valency. So the chemical formula for zinc chloride which we are getting is without taking the sign ZnCl2, which is known as the chemical formula for the zinc chloride. Children, whatever the particular portion which is remaining, that is how to find out the atomic mass, molecular mass and formula unit mass. Suppose when we have to find out the formula unit mass or molecular mass, that are they related with the number of atoms which are present, and whatever the number of atoms are there, they are multiplied by their atomic mass. So how many total number of atoms are there in the molecule, which is very required. Suppose after finishing this writing the chemical formula, a very next topic for us, that is here you can see that the formula for molecular mass or atomic mass, formula unit mass, that is, suppose we are finding the molecular mass for water molecule. So what we are writing is number of hydrogen atom into atomic mass of hydrogen atom plus number of oxygen atom into atomic mass of oxygen atom. So here number of hydrogen atom is 2. Now number of atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 unified mass. Number of oxygen atom is 1 and mass is 16 unified mass. So 2 unified mass plus 16 unified mass. So mass, molecular mass or formula unit mass. So that is 12 unified, that is 18 unified mass. You can just see over here molecular mass of water is 18 gram per mole, or you can write 18 unified mass. So that is about the water molecule. How we are going to find out what is the number of atoms. Suppose instead of here H2O, now we have to find out the mass for HCl. So number of hydrogen atom remains same. Instead of number of oxygen, here we are writing that chlorine atom and atomic mass of chlorine atom. So that is 1 into 1 unified mass and 1 into the mass of chlorine is 35.5 unified mass. So 1 plus 35, that is equal to 36.5 unified mass. So this is the way how we are finding out the molecular mass or formula unit mass. Formula unit mass is there always for the ionic compounds. Suppose when we talked about the NaCl, HCl, they are known as ionic compound because whenever we are dissolving them into water, they either produce cation or anion. So formula unit mass is always there for the ionic compound. So this is a particular syllabus which is going to be there for your post midterm. The mole, concept mole is not there included in this post midterm. That is there now going to be there in your midterm exam, next annual exam. So when you will talk about the syllabus for chapter number 3, that is with the 70% weightage, in which whatever will have learned, that is about the 2 law of chemical combination, that is law of conservation of mass and law of constant proportion. Numericals related with this. Then after we have learned about the atom, how does atom exist in the form of molecules, their symbols, symbolic representation, molecules of elements, molecules of compounds, and then we have to learn about the Dalton's atomic theory in this chapter, which is very important theory. And then after how to write the formulas. Already we have learned 6 or more than that. So these 6 as well, whatever the formula is there given in your textbook as a solved part, that you have to copy it from the textbook. And in the next particular lecture we are starting the particular solution of the exercise. Whatever we have done that we are not doing in the particular part, whatever we have not done that we are going to do. That means your post midterm syllabus is chapter number 2, 3 and 4. Chapter number 2 and 4 will be of 3 marks, that means 30%, as well as chapter number 3 with the 70% weightage, that is going to be asked with 11 marks. So that is all about today. In the particular next class we are starting with the revision as well as the solution of the exercise of this chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.